All right, y'all, I understand the FG knot can be a little bit daunting to tie. And once you learn how to tie it, and there's so many good videos out there on how to tie it. The biggest thing to me was I didn't tie it like, okay, I would tie it if I was at the house. I didn't want to tie it in the kayak because the kayak is just, I mean, there's too many moving parts and things and stuff and trying to manage rod and all that. But I saw a tip, and forgive me because I don't remember which pro showed the tip, but he was in a boat. He was in a big boat, and I'm like, well, exactly what he just did would work very well for us kayak anglers. And once I determined that that was what I needed to do, after that, I'm good to go in the kayak. So now, I used to be a uni to uni or a crazy Alberto, and I've tied all of them, but I gotta admit, man, going through the guides, I love that FG. So let me show you the #1 tip that I found in tying this thing from the kayak. So, of course, when you're old and half blind, the #1 tip is reading glasses, but the #1 tip is to take a small loop on one end of your line, come in like that, and go right over the handle of your reel. And then tighten it up just a little bit. You don't want this like tight like a banjo string. But what I'm going to do is hold the rod like that, and I want this about this much flex in it. Get my leader material. And by having this, see, I'm not holding the rod. It's just kind of, all I've got is a little bit of weight, and that's going to help me to tie this knot. So I'm going to start with that cross, go under, 2, 3. And I do 24, and as I'm doing it, I'm squeezing the line this way so you can see it's developing that knot. Very nice, just like that Chinese finger trap. Now, once I've hit my number 24, I grab my scissors again. I clip off that loop. Do one simple overhand right there. I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the color of that knot change a little bit where it's biting into that line. Then I'm going to come back and do 2 more simple overhands or half hitches, whatever you want to call them. 1, 2. All right, now I'm going to trim my tag. Come back in, I'm going to do 3 more on top of that. Two, 3, right there. All right, it's a simple, clean knot. I'm going to take this tag with my little scissors. Got that. Now I've ended up, and I'll show a closer picture just so you can see, but I've ended up with a wonderful knot that goes through my guides, super easy to tie in the kayak. I've got plenty of leader material for the day. Hope this tip's helped. Remember, use that loop to help hold that rod. You won't have to worry about fighting with the rod. This is a super easy way to do this from the kayak.